discussion on this para we can allocate properly, no? Yung funds mo para hindi lang sa power sector lahat. Parang for me nasasayang ako kung lahat nasa defensive stock tapos may other growth stocks, no, na ma-miss out or baka dividend stocks naman para lang may passive income as a way to manage risk, no, other than being in the defensive side of things.
Ako mabilis lang, no, kung i-compare yung power sector sa telco, ang telco kasi for me, madali siyang mag-expand kasi in a way connected ang telco sa tech. Tech ngayon is booming because of AI. With power sector, it's the fundamental concept of generating electricity and distributing electricity. In other words, mahirap na siya mag-expand. Kung distributor ka na, mahirap mag-expand ng directly related business sa electric distribution. Yes, it is a safe stock to have, but in terms of expansion, yun lang, mapapaisip ka doon. You can enjoy dividends kasi stable na siya at kailangan ng lahat ng tao ang kuryente. Pero kung medyo slightly aggressive ka, ano kaya magagawa nitong AI, itong mga technology companies na to, it's more related to telco. Yung impact is more into telco than the power sector.
Yeah, generation side na lang ata yung upside ng power sector. It's a matter of efficiency na ata on how you generate energy, how you distribute energy. So,
yun. Siguro i-consider mo, Jewelson, mga ESG companies, yung mga clean energy companies, probably there's more growth potential there versus yung mga utility companies na mismo. And I like yung sinabi ni Zaib, no, na if malaki-laki na import mo, pwede portion of that is on defensive stocks like energy companies. Parang yung all-weather portfolio. Yes, oo. Similar to that. So the energy sector is usually or typically a defensive stock. So pag sinabing defensive stock, hindi siya masyadong affected pag regardless of the status of the economy of the country because katulad ng kuryente, maganda o pangit man ang ekonomiya, lahat tayo gumagamit ng kuryente. So anyway, sabi ni Nadi, no, thinner margins for telecom because of stiff competition. Most postpaid plan users likely won't change lines. Pero kasi meron ng 'di ba? Portability.
May portability na. Pero I was about to say, hindi lang stiff ba? Parang artificial kasi yung stiff competition. Yes. It is more on, how do you say this? More on oligarchy, duopoly, alam mo yun?
That's also
monopoly,
true.
Lines kasi yung telco and power industries I think dati there used to be a way na maraming, alam mo yun, competition sa broadband and plans natin. Pero what happened kasi is yung big players bought yung growing or smaller players. So, nagiging duopoly ulit. No? So, parang naging under the big umbrella. So, yun.
That's also true. But sa mga kaarkin natin na hindi nakakalam, meron na tayong portability ng numbers. So, kung ikaw ay Globe user at ayaw mo na sa service ng Globe, pwede ka punta na Smart, hindi mo kailangan palitan yung number mo. Oo. Kaya hindi na ngayon reliable porket 0917 Globe kagad yun. May mga kilala na ako na 0917 na Smart user and vice versa. 0918 pero sa Globe.
Same sa SG, ganun din.
Oo, di ba? Isa yan sa mga na-implement nung pre-pandemic 2019, 2018 na hindi masyadong in-advertise. Ewan ko ba kung bakit. Anyway, 8:30 na rin, so mabilis na sagot na lang sa mga ibang mga questions dito. Ito, anong magandang company sa auto insurance? Ano bang auto insurance ninyo? Marion, Renzi?
Pioneer, Prudential.
Sige, Marion.
So yun, may email ako kanina from mag-renew na to ng comprehensive insurance. Yung supplier namin is recommending Pioneer or Prudential. Pero para sa akin, it's not with the brand. Go with the company na magtanong-tanong ka, yung accessible sa'yo. Yan, yung kunwari galing sa bank manager mo, baka may marirecommend siya, yung trusted bank manager mo. Yung trusted car dealership mo, baka may ma-recommend sila na talagang mabilis lang yung proseso ng pag-claim at pagpaparepair ng bangga ng sasakyan. And for me, huwag kakalimutan, acts of nature. Lagyan mo ng acts of nature yung comprehensive insurance mo. Of course, may konting dagdag yun, pero peace of mind naman ang kakibat.
Ikaw Renzi?
Ako yung I really don't know, pero yung built-in na sa binabayaran kong kotse. Yun na yun. Kasi convenient eh. Ayun.
So malaking bagay yung yung kung ano yung sino na yung partner ng dealership mo. Kasi when you're making a claim, pwede mo na rin quote-unquote iutos dun sa dealer mo na asikasuhin, no? Lalo na kung casa-maintained naman yung iyong kotse, at least na yun, no? One-stop shop ka na if ever you need claims. But for me, it's still good practice to magpa-quote, no? Mag-shop around. Especially kung tapos na naman yung warranty, 3 years, no? 3 years warranty nung kotse mo. You can start to shop around and then ask feedback. Siyempre may mga car insurance na depende do sa area, kung okay yung servicing ng company na to dito sa area mo or province mo, etc. So, yun ang masasabi natin sa iyo dyan. And mga comments lang ng mga nanonood sa atin. No? Hello, John Lloyd. So, ito, create first a budget, know the difference between your wants and needs, then add side hustle, save, invest, and repeat. Ito yung dagdag kay Elsen kanina, no, kung mas maganda ba daw mag-save or mag-increase ng income. No? Si Zaib, meron ding tanong dito, no, last one. Do you guys suggest na to max out your voluntary contribution sa WISP Plus and Pera accounts? Ako, personal opinion to, no? Personal opinion. Ang hirap i-max out yung voluntary contributions kasi hindi naman nagma-matching ang employee. So, yun yung difference natin sa US kasi yung mga retirement accounts sila, pag min-max out mo yung contribution, it means ma-max out mo yung pwedeng i-match nung employer. Dito sa Pilipinas walang ganon, although I know BSP is trying to work with companies na magkakaroon na rin ng employee matching for pera investments. So, if that happens, yes to the pera. Yung WISP Plus, I don't think meron din silang employee matching, so I'm not really okay with that. Mas maganda siguro i-max out yung Pag-ibig MP2. Yun yung kung government government investment plans ang pag-uusapan natin. So I would say medyo may bias ako sa Pag-ibig MP2 ngayon sa pera. If nag-offer ng matching yung employer mo, then yes, it makes sense to max that out. Ayan. Narinig niyo na ba tong Dragon Fee Securities?
Parang oo. Pero ako naman kasi parang it's just a portal or quote-unquote distributor. So ako naman it doesn't matter kung saan mo siya makukuha, no, as long as if it's the same fund, 'di ba? Kung makuha mo naman siya ng diretso sa bangko mo, then if it's more convenient, then yeah, but underlying return parang pareho lang siya.
Pero stockbroker ni Jollibee, ni Injapsia. Yan. Stockbroker yung Dragon Fee.
I don't think that
Pero siya mas geared siya towards traders kasi meron siyang monthly fee, no? Mas robust na system, maganda yung platform. Ang kaibahan lang niya is yun nga, no, pera administrator siya. So it will be interesting to know kung ano yung plano ni Dragon Fee Securities pagdating sa mga pera investments. So developing story, I would say, no?
Kung mas convenient sa inyo na to get pera from it, then for convenience sake, if it's better, go for it. But if you're looking at returns, pareho lang yan.
Siguro last question ito si kay Marion. Magkaiba pala ang acts of God sa acts of nature?
Same lang yun. Acts of God or acts of nature.
Same lang. Pagdating sa car
insurance. Same lang yun.
Akala ko yun Yung isa kapag atheist ka.
Grabe.
Ayaw tawagin na God.
Tama rin naman.
Sige, accept.
Yan. Anyway, so maraming salamat mga ka-Arky sa panonood. And hello kay Romero na nakahabol.
Hello.
Magandang gabi.
Magandang gabi.
Yan. So, bago tayo magpaalam, humingi muna tayo ng mga parting words. Simulan natin kay Adriel.
Yun. So, thank you mga ka-Arky for joining us tonight and listening to us, no, for the past 1 hour pala. No, kala ko 1.5 hours.
Anyway, may iwan ka.
Hindi ako extend. Pero yun. So, thank you joining us tonight and listening to us. We hope that you learned something new sa mga kwentuhan natin and have a great evening, Lunar New Year, weekend, and see you next week. Stay safe, stay healthy, and see you.
Alright. Marion.
Ayan, happy Lunar New Year muli mga ka-Arky, and shoutout pala sa mother ko, birthday niya sa Feb 1. Ayan.
Oy, happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
Thank you. At don't forget to subscribe to our channel and watch our pre-recorded videos. See you next Thursday. Remember, financial literacy is the great equalizer.
Yan. Renzi.
Maraming salamat once again mga ka-Arky for bringing us this Thursday. And yes, parating alalahanin, eat right, move right, and sleep right kasi ang ating katawan ng inyong partner sa pagpapalago ng inyong yaman.
Yeah, so maraming salamat sa mga nanood ngayong gabi and special shout out kay Jewelson sa nagpadala sa atin ng 50 pesos na super sticker.
Thank you.
Pasensya na sa mga hindi natin nabasa na comments at saka questions, no. Next time, attend ulit kayo para itanong nyo yan para masagot natin. At
mas maaga para
at pumasok sila na mas maaga. Alright, sige. So maraming salamat mga ka-Arky. Remember to subscribe sa ating YouTube channel, youtube.com/wealtharky. At kung gusto nyo ng financial consultation, pag-usapan ano ba yung magandang strategy para sa pera ninyo, pwede kayo mag-email sa admin@wealtharky.com at magset tayo ng financial consultation. So maraming salamat Marion, Adriel, Renzi, and kay Jen D. I think nagkaroon na ng problem yun sa kanyang internet connection, but kanina kasama natin siya, and kita-kita ulit tayo sa susunod nating live stream. Have a good weekend, have a safe rest of January, at kita-kita tayo next week na February 6 na, tama ba? Oo, February 6. Maraming salamat. Goodbye, take care, and stay safe everyone. Bye-bye.